Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Goodbye Bullshit, Hello Happiness. I'm your host, Atusa. And today's topic I picked was about the importance of connecting and just following that intuition and connection to what we have around us, and the intention you put in any kind of work that you have. And the reason this came to me, just to give you a little background story, one of the services I offer is cleansing and blessing of the home or office, your space. And it's a service probably that a handful of people, clients that have signed up for. But it's a service that I've done in my home for my friends, several different friends. And for my friends, obviously, I hear back, and I had never communicated with the clients, like, well, how did your space feel afterwards? And one of my clients that I just did the service for, she was kind enough to actually share with me. And also, she wrote a testimonial for it. And it made me want to do this video to talk about the power of connection and intention. Um, so let's talk about the connection part. We are all energy, and everything around us is pretty much has a energy signature, let's say. Even your furniture, your clothes, the home that you're in, that space. A lot of times, I'm sure many of you have experienced that you you go to thrift stores, let's say, and you wanted to buy clothes, or you find furniture, and you couldn't get it because it didn't feel right. So that feeling that you get from that, it just tells you that it's not for you, it's not meant for you, and you're picking up on something that's just making you feel uncomfortable, heavy. So that is the energy you're feeling. So that you can have, as soon as you connect with the things around you. Again, I've done many videos on this already, to say connect with nature, the trees, the river, the ground, the stones, the air, the birds, everything. Connect with those, and those are like life forms that you can connect to. But also connect with your home. Your home is a sacred space that its energy signature is best to match you. And so often you need to cleanse it, not just with sage, which my sage is, you see the smoke coming in here, but also connecting it from clutter, from the things that you don't want, you don't need. A while ago, I had furniture that was here from, you know, when I was married. And at one day, I do this often, every probably couple months, going through the house and feeling it. So one of those times many years ago was the furniture. I just looked at it like, and it just felt like it had to go. Now, I do it a little bit different, where my connection, there's a communication in there, and I'll tell you a funny story for that. But again, so take the time, take the space, take the energy to connect with um, your home specifically, just the whole space of it, the land for it, and then connecting with the items in the house. And, you know, you're going to get that feel when something is not of your energy anymore and you need to release it. And don't be worried. A lot of times I know the big items or even clothes, sometimes people are like, well, especially if you're struggling financially, it's like, well, if I get rid of this, I'm not gonna get something else. For me, it's better to let go of it than to keep something that is not of your energy. And when the furniture that I'm talking about that I had to put out, for a long time, my whole living room was pretty much furniture free. There was nothing in there. It was just two chairs and that's it. Um, Nothing else. And it felt better than before. And we sat on the floor until, the right thing came. And that's also something to think about when you want to let things go, is that you have to create the space for things to come. You can't keep the furniture and hoping for a new furniture to come. Um, you have to get rid of things that are no longer of your energy in order for what matches your energy to come. And so the funny story I was going to mention is that um, several years ago, a friend had was in the process of renovating his home, and I got him a blanket. Now, many of my clients have heard the story already, so if you're listening, just skip. But anyway, so I bought him a blanket, and he was really grateful for it. I knew it was something he really loved. And the next time I went to his place, he was almost done with his renovations. And so when you entered, there's a hallway, a corridor, and you sort of see the kitchen, you see a bedroom, and, nothing else of the living room area. But as soon as I got in, that I was hearing, like, again, the energy I pick up, I sense, is more like it has a word, it talks to me. So it was like as if the blanket was telling me, why don't you ask him where he put me? Ask him, why don't you ask him where he put me? Now I just got through the door. I can't see anything beyond the hallway I'm in, the kitchen, and the bedroom, and I'm hearing this thing. So I turned to him and said, by the way, where is the blanket? And he knows how I am. So he's like, why? What's happening? What is it? Is it talking to you? I said, well, it's just upset. Where did you put the blanket? He's like, well, I just put it under the couch because everywhere else was so dirty and there's so much dust even on the couch. I didn't want it to get dirty. So that's why I had it there. And again, this is just a funny way, but when you do connect with the energy of the things around you, you might not communicate the way I communicate with them, but you're going to get that feeling when something is heavy, when something is not of your energy, when you don't want it anymore. So take time to connect. Everything has energy. And one more thing about just the connection and that everything is energy. I don't know how many of you have watched there's an animation movie called Onward. And it talks about how we were these magical beings, and out of fear, power, comfort, everything, we started using our magic less and less, and to a point that it stopped. It's not that it wasn't there. We just stopped using it, so it wasn't part of our life, and people even forgot that they had magic and they were magical beings. And it takes you through this story until everybody again, something happens in that town and everybody remembers their magic and starts using their magic again. It's a beautiful animation. If you have time, watch it. Now, the point of this is, again, going back to we are all energy and we feel things. It is, we are magical being. That energy makes us magical. A lot of times people use these words of empath, intuitive, psychic, all these things, visionary. Um, yeah, I use them for my business so that people searching can find me. And I always tell all my clients, anybody that's listening out there, even, these are not special gifts that's been given to only a certain people to use, but it's everybody has it. Everybody has these capabilities, gifts, whatever you want to call it. We all have it. And it's just that some of us have chosen to actively engage with it, use it, practice it, and some don't. Some use it for, like me, in their work that they're doing. Some don't. They use it on their daily lives, but not as a work practice. So it really is, we all have these capabilities, we all have these gifts. And that is why, again, a lot of you, um, when you're around people, when you're around even certain clothes, again, furniture, space in your home or space in somebody else's home, you feel the energy of that space. You can feel if it's heavy, if it's light, all that. Um, so start practicing to connect with things in whichever way you want. I have a lot of videos on that. If you have questions or you need to know how, again, just shoot me a message. I can find the exact videos and send it to you, but you can probably search and find it as well. So now the connection portion, again, is one thing. Then it's the intention that you have before you do something, before you want to practice anything. For example, the intention that I did for my client that I went to cleanse her house, her space, and bless it was just that. As soon as even before I entered her space, actually, on the drive there, I had the intention. I really love this person, and I just wanted to really, I'm so proud of her and who she has become and all the things that she has released. So I wanted her, my intention was for her space to reflect that, reflect her beauty, her magic, and for her to see herself clearly and be proud of herself. And also, as soon as I got in her home, I set that intention as well, that what would I want her to feel in this space. And again, as I went through and I blessed her home and cleansed the space, each of the spaces that I went to, it was as if I was leaving a gift for her, with that intention, leaving a gift in the mirror, in the kitchen. And if you want to, again, go read her testimonial, she puts it on there. But when I finished them, immediately when I asked her, I said, okay, I've done, do you want to go through your house and let me know how it feels? And she immediately went through and came back and said, I already feel lighter. And she pointed to several of the spaces in her home. She's like, these rooms already always felt dark and heavy for me. They're so much lighter and it feels so good. The part of the house that she even was like uncomfortable even moving through, but she said it feels lighter and better. And she continued to text me days, weeks after as well, that um, she continues to feel like how lighter she's getting in the house, and shared her story. So it is that intention. Every time I'm working on a client before they're coming into my space, even, And before I get to start work on them, I'm setting my intention for what I want to give them, what I want to do for them, what I want to provide as a service to them. So that intention, my workshops, some of the talks I do, before I start, I ask the people, let's get all grounded and set our intention. So when you're doing this for yourself, or if you're practicing any sort of Reiki or anything, that intention, you already know, intention is very important. And so let's take if you're going through your home, and each day that gratitude that you bring to your home, great gratitude for the roof over your head, gratitude for the land that's on, gratitude for the windows, the doors, the walls that are supporting your home. Those are part of that connection. And the intention when you're cleaning your home, when you're sitting here enjoying it, your intention is sending out love to this house, taking care of your home, caring for your home. So that is the intention of it. And that's what actually moves and blesses things and gets the other people to feel lighter and feel that intention from you. The energy healing that, again, we're all energy. And if you do any kind of energy work, or even for yourself, if you're not practicing it as a business, I have a workshop online, and I've talked about it in some of my videos too. It's setting that intention that you want to feel the energy of something, you want to connect to that, and feeling it. Now, then doing it for your home and for your space also helps it, again, going back to last week's topic, which the change begins with you. We all those things, the peace, we're talking about, oh, everybody wants world peace, everybody wants love, everybody wants this. Well, all those things has to start inside of you. You have to come have a peace with yourself and have peace in your home and space. You need to, you want love. First, you've got to love yourself and bring that love for the space that you're in. So all of that begins with you, and setting that intention helps with that, creating peace and love for yourself, for your home, and then ripple effect is going to shift and bring it to the world you live in, because the people that come and visit your home, they're going to feel it, they're going to take it away. And again, just to give you an example, my home, even the room that I do my healing work, all my clients immediately, when they come here, they're like, they feel peace, they feel joy, they release easier because they said they just feel the comfort in it. Friends, family members that come, as soon as they come in, they're like, I used to make a joke, people would want to come to my house and they never want to leave, is because of that comfort and peaceful environment. That it's not that I created it for them, but I created it for myself, for my own pleasure, for my own joy, and my intention for myself and anyone that comes to my house is the same, for them to feel that peace, feel that love, feel that joy. And they do. They just, I get this all the time as soon as they enter my space, that how comfortable they feel. They feel peaceful, they feel joy, they feel loved. And it's that intention and connection that I have. So take some time, that ripple, do it for yourself. And those people that come in your space, they come into contact with you, then they take that energy as well in their own home and their own families. And that's how this ripple effect is going to start. intention and connection is very powerful, is one of the most powerful tools that we have at our disposal to not just for ourselves, our families, friends, and any of the people that you come in contact with. That's sums it up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you again, the animated movie that I mentioned is called Onward. It does talk about we are magic, magical beings, and it resonated with me when I watched it because I do believe that if we connect with each other, we connect with the world, we connect with our space, what we have. We are going to be connected in energy, and that connection allows for us to break down these walls and borders and separations that we have built over centuries and centuries ago. And once the connection is there and the barriers are down, it's so much easier to send that energy of love, of gratitude, of peace, of kindness, of compassion. So don't think that, oh, this is not going to impact anybody. It does. Trust me. Start using it and you'll see the shift that's going to have, again, just in your own small group of people that you're in touch with. And each one is going to take it and expand on it as well. So yeah, don't forget, we're all magical beings. I like to say we're all unicorns. We all have our own magic, and we're all energy. So keep that in mind as you're going through your day. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Don't keep anything around in your home that is not of your energy, that feels heavy to you, that you don't like anymore, you don't want it anymore. And if it's something that's usable, there are so many other people that will want it, need it in their home. So share it, give it away, sell it, what doesn't matter. Just clear your space and just have things that are of your energy. Don't keep anything because, and I know a lot of times people keep things because somebody gave it to them or it was passed down to them. Find a good home for it, find a good space for it. And also, if you really, if it's something from your ancestors and you really, it doesn't feel good, but you want to keep it, find a place for it that's not in your daily space, daily part of your life. That's it. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Play with your magic. Play with, you know, intuition, whatever. Connecting with furniture. Talk to your furniture. Talk to your clothes. Have fun. Really, that's the other thing. If anything, have fun with these things. The more you have fun, the more you're gonna enjoy it, the more you're gonna trust yourself, trust your knowing, and trust your own guiding system and intuition. Love you all. Have a good week. And please share, comment, follow, all that good stuff. Love you guys. Bye.